2011 External, Day 1, Question 1, Solving Equations. You could divide by 2 as well, but let's do what most people would do, which is to expand first. Adding 14, dividing by 2, 2 17s are 34. Right, part B. Here's the smaller x, so we'll subtract 3x. And we'll subtract 4 from both sides. Being careful to -8, -4, careful with integers. Now dividing both sides by 2. -12 divided by 2, -6. And of course we could check these by substituting the numbers back into the equation. Up the top here, 17 minus 7 is 10, 2 10s are 20. This one says 3 lots of x, which would be minus 18, minus 8. Hopefully that equals the same as 5 times -6, which is -30 plus 4. This one will give me -26, and so will that one. So in fact you can check that your answer is right. See part 1, lots of ways to do this. I would multiply it by 4. What you do to one side you do to the other. Some people just think of it as timesing by 4 on the other side. Some people would like to write it over 1 and cross multiply. 4 3s are 12, one lot of that. Subtracting 2. 12 minus 2 is 10. Dividing by -5 both sides. 10 divided by -5, 5s into 10 go 2. Positive and a negative would make that negative. Once again, you could check your answer. 2 minus 5 times -2 over 4. 5 2s are 10. We've got 2 negatives would make it a plus. It would make it 2 plus 12. 2 plus 10, sorry, over 4, which is 12 over 4, which is 3, which is what we wanted over there. So x equals -2 is right. Part 2, you notice it's similar to above, but this time it has an inequality, so we'll save it just the same, solve it just the same. Timesing by 4. 3 4s are 12. Subtracting the 2. And then this time when we divide by a negative, we need to remember to reverse the inequality. Solving inequalities, if you divide or multiply by a negative number, you need to reverse. And to remind us why, we know that 2 is less than 3. If I were to divide both sides by -1, 2 divided by -1 is -2. 3 divided by -1 is -3. Which way does the sign go? -2 is bigger. So you can see when you divide by a negative number, you need to reverse the sign to keep it true. Right, part D. X to the power of 3 times 2 is 6, equals 64. We need a number such that when we times it by itself 6 times, it equals 64. It doesn't take long. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, doubled is 16, doubled is 32, doubled is 64, x equals 2. It may pay to just check the negative, and check -2. When you have pairs of negatives, 2 negatives multiply to give a positive, another 2 negatives to make a positive, and another 2 negatives to make a positive. X equals 2, or in fact -2 would also work. Part E. A drink costs $1.50 more. Milk costs $1.50 more than fruit. So milk is dearer. Doesn't suggest any variables, so we can make up our own. So milk is going to be fruit plus $1.50, because a milk drink is dearer than a fruit drink. 5 fruit drinks plus 4 milk drinks, cost a total of $24. Lots of ways we can do this. Probably the way I've written it, it's easier if we substitute. A milk drink costs a fruit plus $1.50. And now my equation only has F's in it. Expanding. 4 lots of 1.5. 2 lots of 1.5 is 3. So 4 lots will be 6. We could minus the 6. Dividing by 9, F equals $2. So if a fruit drink is $2, how much for the cost of one milk drink? A milk drink was $1.50 more than that. So a milk drink costs $3.50. You could go back and check. In fact, you could check in this one. That 5 times 2 plus 4 times 350. 2 lots of 350 is 7, so 4 lots will be 14, that's 10. $24, so we know we've got it right.